In this video, we are focusing on introducing rates. A rate shows a relationship between two different quantities with different units. I've got some examples here. The first one is cost of dollars per litres, and that equals dollars per litres. Units must be separated by a slash, which means per. So this line means per. Another example is cost of dollars per kilogram equals dollars per kilogram. Cost of dollars per hour equals dollars per hour, and so on. A rate is in its simplest form if it is per 1 unit. So you should bring it back down to 1 unit when you're simplifying. So example I've got here is spent $45 in 3 hours equals $15 per hour. To get it back down to the 1 hour unit, I took the original price, divided it by the 3 because there was 3 hours, and I got $15. So 45 divided by 3 is dollars divided by hours. The average rate is calculated by dividing the total change in one quantity by the total change in the second quantity. The average rate is calculated by dividing the total change in one quantity by the total change in the second quantity. The example I have here is reading a 400-page book in 4 days. That breaks down to 100 pages in 1 day. So we bring down to 1 unit, which is per 1 day, and you have to divide this number and this number by 4. So you divide each number by 4, and 400 divided by 4 gives you the 100 pages in 1 day. So again, you have to divide the total change in one quantity by the total change in the second quantity. So both numbers will be divided by the same number, and that would be brought down to a 1 unit or a per 1. Let's now apply what we've just looked at into these questions here. So it says express the following statements using a rate in simplest form. And A says a 30-litre container was filled in 3 minutes. So I've got 30 litres in 3 minutes. I want to bring it down to per minute, so I'm going to divide by 3. So I write rate equals 30 litres divided by 3 minutes. I work down the page. So we're going to divide it by 3. So 30 litres divided by 3 is 10 litres. And 3 minutes divided by 3 is 1 minute. Because what you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So each unit is divided by 3. So the first one is 30 litres, the second one is 3 minutes, and you do the same to both. So we've simplified that now. We have got our 10 litres over 1 minute, and now we rewrite this. Looks like this, 10 litres per minute. We don't need to put the number 1 in there, we just bring it down to per minute. That assumes it's already 1 minute because no other number is written in front of it. The next one over here, we have $28 for 4 kilograms of chocolate. So I've got $28 and 4 kilograms of chocolate. I want to divide by 4 because I want to bring it down to per kilogram, per 1 unit. So rate equals, and it's $28 divided by 4 kilograms. Now I'm going to divide these by 4 because what I do to the top I must do to the bottom. So 28 divided by 4 is $7, and 4 kilograms divided by 4 is 1 kilogram. Now I take this and I rewrite it the way it should look. It is $7 per kilogram. We now have a problem-solving question, and it says Tom was 120 centimetres tall when he turned 10 years old. He was 185 centimetres when he turned 20. What is Tom's average growth rate per year between 10 and 20 years of age? The first key word is average. I know that I'm finding out an average growth rate per year. So the first thing I have to work out is his growth rate over the 10-year period. And I know he ended up at 185 centimetres tall, So if I subtract his original starting height at 10 years old, I can figure out that he has grown 65 centimetres in those 10 years, because there's 10 years between 10 and 20. So now we need to figure out his rate of growth, his average growth per year. So rate equals that 65 centimetres that he has grown over the 10 years, and we make that division. So because we have 10 years and we have to get down to per year, we divide the top and the bottom number by 10. So we get 6.5 centimetres and of course 1 year, because we divided by 10. So we rewrite this as 6.5 centimetres per year.